Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get to this podcast off the ground, I had so many questions. How do I record an episode? Where do I find my background music? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? Where do I find the advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. So, if you want to start a podcast, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast. Before I start this bonus content, I do want to clarify that this is exactly the work of fiction. And this takes place right after the Emmys. And the characters you are going to hear, one is a real person, which is, of course, yours truly. And the other two men are, of course, the work of fiction. Yeah, and to warn you, there might hear me as the other two men, but I would have to do it in a character. So, other than that, enjoy this episode. Enjoy the bonus content, which takes place after the Emmys. And I might get nominated for an Emmy for outstanding dramatic performance on a podcast. Season 8! I don't believe it! Season 8! Take up it, son. You're not the first man who cried to a show winning an Emmy despite of one bad season. I don't believe it. I won't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Believe it, kid. The votes are official. Season 8 through it.
Not Game of Thrones. Not Season 8. That's impossible. I don't believe it. It can't be. It can't be. Season 8 is a bad. I did it. I was out to talk to it. Season 8, Game of Thrones was the light of my life, the arrow to my eye, the sword to my God.
Better be the head, just Benioff and Weiss taking the Emmy now.
Hard to believe the two ended their way and not finishing with George R. R. Martin way. And if you think How I Met Your Mother final season was bad, they should have waited till George is finished. Now drink this vodka, son. It'll make you feel better.
Son of a bitch. Look, Frank, I think my work is done. How about that bet you owe me that Game of Thrones will take home an Emmy for Best Drama and not the other drama? Deal to deal. Great. Thanks. Whew. Mr. 46, I know this seems pretty painful, but they won't be involved with fire and blood. Will they, Jim? Yeah, sure. They're moving away from it. In fact, they're gonna do Star Wars. They? Are they? They need to reduce season 8. You'll see. They'll postpone Star Wars till they get season 8 right. They're gonna make me happy again after getting this done. Got it? Happy? Capital HIPPI. At least Makeup Mr. 46 has took it well.
Please tell me that's not true. So, yes. Oh, yes. I hope you guys really enjoyed my Emmy performing dramatic performance for after the Emmys, where of course David Benioff and D.B. Weiss have of course beaten the other dramas for Best Drama. Even though I'm not congratulating Game of Thrones for its robbery from Game of Thrones, although I am congratulating the other dramas for being nominated. And I do want to congratulate Peter Dinklage on that performance though. And even so, I also want to congratulate the best lead actor and best lead actress in a drama for beating Game of Thrones leads, Emilia Clarke and Kit Harington. And I also want to congratulate one of the supporting actresses for, of course, beating the Game of Thrones supporting ladies. And that's why I say, of course, I will not congratulate Game of Thrones on beating the other dramas, but I will congratulate the other people for beating the others. Now, for beating Game of Thrones. And I do want to congratulate Game of Thrones for Peter Dinklage. So, yeah, that's probably going to do about it. I will see you guys next time. But, however, this is just a bonus episode of Monday Thrones, which takes place after the Emmys. But if you want a full episode of it, check out my live reaction to the drama for dramatic performances live for a drama nomination at the Emmys last night, where I recorded last night. The episode is on there. And if you ever want, of course, a like some hilariousness and not a dramatic performance, go to that episode. And where I even rant about Game of Thrones for taking, of course, we're taking drama, which I'm not happy about. But I am happy for Fleabag, though, for taking home for Best Comedy. So, yeah. I will see you guys next time.